Link, as was the case with Medley, I have no doubt that Macaw too has a special role to play in these events. Discovering that role is your duty. I am certain that by cooperating, the two of you can overcome the dangers and pitfalls of this temple. Hello everyone, Praise Scooter here, and welcome back to more Legend of Zelda the Wind Waker, where we are entering the Wind Temple with our little buddy. And I'm actually surprised because I think in the Gamecube version he went through the whole spiel that he went through with Medley, again with Makar, even the part of telling you what you can do. So working with Makar is a little bit weird because he is half your height, so he tries his best to keep up with you, but will fall short if you run for long distances. So that's a little bit of a challenge there. Now let's see. I really hope I can just do it here. There we go. So like before, just play the song. Nice. I went too early. Like before, to get into the temple, just play the song in question. That's specific for the temple. And your newly awoken sage will break the door open with the power of song. Goodbye. And I would like to say that's the last door I have to go through, but I'm pretty sure as like a check in something, they do that a couple times throughout the Wind Temple. How can you get up those stairs, boy? Well, later. Well, I would say later, but we do have to follow him. He is very fragile otherwise. So the Wind Temple. I like this place. And I also have one big gripe with this place. Because, well, at one point, also, can I just... Okay. That's something we have to do really quick before we go much further. Is I have to get my booties on. There you are. There is some enemies around here that we have to be... I learned this technique, but I don't want to use it. I tried to hit X to jump, not gonna lie. Oh god. Ow. Hi. Well, that works. Anyway, I did know this technique, but I didn't feel like using it. Also, because I'm feeling lazy and I have magic now, I'm just gonna burn the top of this. I don't feel like doing it the normal way. That's not a prize. Anyway, so these new springs we have here, new mechanic. Well, as I said, it's a spring, right? Put on your boots. Also, put on your leaf. I call it a feather. Take off your boots. It acts like they act like Dekubaba plants. But here comes the fun part of this temple, is using Makar. At least I like it. And I think I'm like one of people that enjoy using Makar in this temple. Is use Makar to do something besides just waddle around uselessly. Although this is kind of hilarious. So Makar, much like Medley, does fly. Although, I feel like his aerial movement mechanic is a little... Like, he can go up in the air a lot simpler than going down. But also, if you don't use it for a while, it will wear out quickly. Anyway, his special mechanic is making trees. I mean, just... Boy plants a whole tree. But what does this do, planting trees? Well, here, it makes you a treasure chest. And if you were adept at it, you could just sneak past this guy that was here and go up here without issue. But you need Makar to come up here, and he needs to push this button. Somehow he is just having problems. He is somehow just barely heavy enough to push down these switches. And I do mean barely. Like, there's some switches that only Link can push in this temple, if my memory serves. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Get the treasure chest, you doofus. And I think with that, that covers almost all of my expenses when it comes to paying off my translation fees to Tingle. Which, hey, we'll be able to have fun with that in a little bit. Now, I think this will get us just high enough to get up there. Oh, yes, it does. Fantastic. I always thought the one up there had to be the one to use. Anyway, I'm gonna grab my little buddy. Let's go. Now, again, using my car, it's kind of unique. But now we're getting to a point again with this game where it was something that kind of praised the game on a while ago, where it's just like mechanics you thought you would never use again suddenly rush back to the forefront of this game's mechanics, i.e., the switch that are used by air. Now let's see. Oh, right, this. All right. So this is the point where I need to control my car. I'm smart. And using my car's mechanic, we can see that we can't go up here, even though I would love to right now. Boop, boop. But yes, using my car, we can do things. Now I wonder if I push the switch, what happens? Because I am actually just curious. Interesting. I feel like I broke it. Anyway. Gonna want to fly over oh, it has a name, and I know it has an official name, but... Makar? Makar, please. I know those things have an official name, but I do not remember what they are for the life of me. Anyway. Plant some trees, and I'm pretty sure this is how we get out of here. It is. But I want to take my car upwards for a second, because I just always have this inkling that there is something you can do up here. Oh, this is something we can't do for a while. So we'll be back to this room later, which I'm going to have the map open to remind me of it. Whee! Now I wonder if I get off of this. Oh, it resets after I get off. Okay. Listen, there's some part of me that's just like, I wonder if I can soft lock a game when I do some stuff. Alright, so at this point comes the part of the game that I am not a huge fan of. Once again, control my car. If this is the part I think it is anyway, if memory serves. And I could also just be bad and I could be doing it wrong. Whee! One tree. And I don't think there's anything down there we can get at right now. There might actually be something down there for us to go get as Link, but we'll worry about that in a minute. Come up here. No, Makar, plant. Form of tree. Also, these trees are really doofy looking. I love them. They even got, like, eyes that are going incorrect directions. I love them. Up here, plants another one. And with that one, that should open the door. I would open that door, yes. Oh, both doors. Fantastic. Problem. I don't think you can react in time to save Makar. That happens to basically guarantee Makar gets stolen from you in this dungeon. And you're without your buddy now. I don't think you're hard locked in here at this point, but it is definitely a detriment to your forward advancement. But we will be getting him back later. Could you not drink my life source? Thank you. But at the very least, we did get the door open, so we can progress forward. Also, controller, I am definitely holding left. Also get those off, and because I'm going to have to shoot some dudes down. Also, we're seeing a pattern here. We're seeing... ouch. By the way, this is something that could happen with Medley, but I never showed it off. Hi, buddy. Well, I'll come talk to you in just a second. I first need to clear the room of baddies so we can get you out of there safely. Case in point. Also, I will need my bombs. I feel like you do a lot more item shuffling in this dungeon for some reason. Well, then again, this is, as much as you probably won't like to admit it, like to know, this is the penultimate dungeon. Being the penultimate dungeon means there's not much else that could really do to like spice this up or make this much more difficult. Also, 1,500 monies, fantastic. And back up to max X arrows, max everything. I love it. I love it. So Bakar is in a cell, but there's no way for him to get out. But we do see that symbol up there, which I would ask you to remember for later. Yes, I've come to talk to you. It does. As heavy as him himself. How do you expect a tree to move? Plus, I am heavy. I wish you could put the boots on the down button, but there is something in there. So yes, for now we have to leave without Makar entirely. Well, even though Makar is trapped in there, we can at least progress forward, right? Yes, actually. But this brings up kind of an interesting thing that I have a minor gripe with in this game. Is that forward progression is a little not gated, but it feels like it sometimes. Anyway, going down. They put that there to teach you about the mechanic. And this is your return trip. Now, I'm going to take care of this guy. Okay, you're no touchy. Listen, I already have a problem with you as is. No touchy. I feel like those are easier than they were in the base game. Wow, I actually don't need all this. Anyway. So down here is another one of those. And we can't take the return trip up because we have blocked it. But we can return here and go up on top this way. Actually, I'm going to go defeat this just to be safe. I like how it was mid-air. Okay, that might be the strategy taking out Wall Masters, is just put up the go for a jump attack and then they can't block you anyway. And down and up. Ow. Okay. Cool play. Now I think how the game expects you to get up there is to flip it around again and then come up here and then jump up here. Jump up here with the thing, and then it's like, oh, but that's blocked off and you can't reach it because of how the leaf works, lol. And we can't go that way because we don't have our little violinist. Are you done now? Is everybody gonna settle? Okay. Anyway, even without Makar, we can progress through a lot of this temple on our own. We just have to use tools that he subconsciously left behind for us. Like the Deku Leaf. And that's kind of a point I kind of went away from a second ago and I'm revisiting now, is that there are some things that we have to revisit just because Makar is in our party. Nice. Oh, you want to die today? Okay, cool. Now, a lot of the grass around this area is going to hold magic, so you can float through the air constantly while you're doing your adventure here. Let's go. And with all this magic, you are going to have to be flying through the air a lot in this dungeon. You will actually be sailing to lots of heights in this place just because you have to use this thing. Also, I activated a little late, so now I gotta come over here and hope I can activate it again. Or not. Unlucky. Never mind, if I'm lucky. But unfortunately, you do have to stay on the upper levels of this place in order to even use it. Thankfully, the place just poops out magic everywhere. Anyway, let's head on our wind sailing adventure once again. Adventure? Apparently I've developed a lisp between the last episode and this. No offense to anybody who actually has a lisp. Listen, I'm not what you would call forward thinking when I speak. Words come out, And then the thought process behind those words happens about 3 seconds afterwards. I'm not gonna lie, right now, I'm like fighting my inner instinct of Breath of the Wild to not stop. I'm like fighting my inner Breath of the Wild instinct to not like try and drop from my sail and try and to try and like slow-mo the world so I can shoot the Wizrobe out of the air. More of these weird symbols. They are everywhere. Also, I feel like there should be a chest here normally. Am I wrong on this? Well, the compass will confirm it once we eventually find it. But hey, we made it up here. What happens if I... Link. What happens if I... So this button here, I will just tell you that you can't stomp it with the hammer. It doesn't work like that. It's a different kind of switch that requires your new item. Booties! And that is a long drop. Anyway, I'm looking around the sides of the room because there are some things we can collect. But the whole point of this room is we are going around. We are supposed to... We can go down and we can also come back up via the springs along the side. But there's something we'll activate later. Speaking of compass. So let me take a minute and I'll look up a floor. So Makar has one, and a place we can't go has one? I don't remember where we were a second ago, but we'll be back up and we'll take care of it. The item in this dungeon will definitely help with a lot of this stuff. Also, I don't need that zoomed in on my second screen. Anyway. Well, there's nothing else I can still do in here, so I guess I'm just gonna go over this place. Could you not? Okay. Everybody's being a bully right now. Thanks for the magic, though. I kind of want to take a minute and go check that out. Let's see. How do I get up? You don't get back up. Well then, we're stuck down here for now. So not only is Makar stuck, we're stuck. Although this puzzle I remember. So there is this treasure chest on the left. And there's a spot for a treasure chest on the right. How do you activate both treasure chests? Pick every option. I'm not kidding. You have to actually activate every single option. And using every single option in this room will activate a different layout down here. Well, not a different layout, but it will activate a different enemy to act as a detriment to your travel. So basically, you have to do a block pushing puzzle where you need to put this guy underneath that hole, which I think is the one right behind the spikes here. Oh no, it's that one right there with the special symbol. Hold on, let me just draw out this process as much as I physically can. But also because of the nature of what we're dealing with here, we can't just... Okay, I gotta go this way with it. Because of the nature of this, we can't just climb up the entire length of the spring. We have to have something to climb up onto. This is like one room that I know that is the most tedious part of this entire dungeon. At least from recollection, it's the most tedious. Off we go! So hey, we did it once. And that's the small key we need. But now we got the small key. There's another chest in here, so we gotta do it again. Now, what's the layout this time? Nothing. Nothing happened this time. Basically, you do have to, like I said, you do have to break every single hole over here in order to complete this room and get the other treasure chest that's in here. Your map will even say there's no treasure chest in here. Why am I taking the time to show that? I don't know. Oh, right. I'm the person trying to teach you how to do it. Hi! Oh, you can counterattack these guys? That uses the same animation as it does for the hammer, by the way. I every time I countered these guys, I definitely was trying to jump slash them. You know, use my new strategy, my old new strategy. But doubling back, I'm not lying when I say I'm not lying when I do say that this is the way to get the chest. I'm not pulling your leg. You're gonna have to just trust me on this. And because of the nature of the game, it's gonna have to be like this. Nice. Alright, I'm out. Cool, thanks for playing the game. Hey, can I have this health? Thanks. Can I have your health too? Or your money? Okay, you just dropped money. I like money. It buys things. Upsie daisy. Let's go on the trip again, buddy. So last hole we have to go down is here. And before we even hit the bottom, fantastic. Before we hit the bottom, fantastic. Yes, those are words. And I don't have to fight these. Listen, they don't move fast enough to be a detriment to my forward progress at this point. And defeating them, I don't think does a dang... You know what? It might do something, actually. There. I've defeated them all. And, okay. As much as I figured, it doesn't detriment from our progress. Deter? Deter is probably the better word, Scooter. Stop trying to use words you think are big, which are just making you sound stupider. Woo! That was awkward. Well, this chest should have something more than just a, you know... More than just key. Oh, yeah, treasure chart. So I can't look at our overall count, but I am fairly certain... I'm fairly certain we're sitting at like 42? 41? I could confirm by leaving, but I won't. But anyway, we have to go through this door to progress forward. And because I think I know what this room is, I'm going to have to hold off on this. So, everyone, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Wind Waker. And next time, things will have some more spring-loaded action, if you will. I'll see you folks next time. Take care.